The Diamondbacks have a chance for their second series win this year over the St. Louis Cardinals, and today gets the former Cardinal Jordan Montgomery on the mound.
The Cardinals did make a couple of moves today. So they sent Jordan Walker to AAA Memphis. They also sent Zach Thompson out. That's not a surprise at all.
Unfortunate that they had to make those moves, but it's all about the greater good at the end of the year.
The veteran right-hander Kyle Gibson, his first season in St. Louis. He won April 1st at San Diego, but the Cardinals have lost each of his last 3 starts. Pavin Smith, the right fielder, leads it off on a gorgeous afternoon. This one might bloop over Arenado's head, and it drops in. And Pavin Smith's big offensive series here continues, a leadoff single.
So it brings up their number 2 batter, and that is Blaze Alexander.
And Blaze knocks it into center. There's another base hit for Blaze Alexander. And a good start against Kyle Gibson. Jock Peterson, the DH, bats third.
The 1-1 hit him. Well, he won't do the damage. He'll absorb the damage, but the bases are loaded. Nobody out, and here comes Christian Walker.
Walker gets it in the air, deep to center. This is going all the way to the wall. Ciani's able to track it down. Here comes Pavin, Blaze into third. And Christian Walker drives in the game's first run. Runners in the corner, still just 1 out.
Double play ball. There's one. Gibson gets out of a ginormous mess. Bases loaded, nobody out. He allows just 1. That was veteran pitching from Kyle Gibson, and now the Cardinals go to work at home.
An early lead for the left-hander Jordan Montgomery, making his second Diamondback start today after pitching here for the Cardinals last season. And he says this one will be playing baseball against some old friends.
Kind of old school pitching, but he always seems to give his team a chance to win.
Brendan Donovan, the left fielder, leads it off for the Cardinals.
Ground ball headed up the middle, base hit center field. The tying run is on.
And that brings up Wilson Contreras, who homered yesterday in his first at bat.
Double play ball here. Suarez starts it. Kevin Newman turns it. And there you go, Candy. That's what you want with Jordan Montgomery.
Swing and a 1-hopper to third. A chest high bounce to Suarez as Arenado flings the bat in disgust. And the inning comes to an end. So Montgomery faces the minimum despite the leadoff single. We go to the second.
Here is Paul Goldschmidt to lead off the St. Louis second against the former Cardinal, Jordan Montgomery.
Goldie had a good night the first night. Last night really struggled.
Hammered over third. There's a base hit for Goldschmidt. That's going to rocket toward the corner, and he's got a double. Look at him fly to second. That, folks, is Goldschmidt's first double of the season. And his second extra base hit since opening day.
Starting to see things click a little bit here for Paul Goldschmidt.
So 1 on, 1 out. Lars Nootbaar is next.
Right there with a breaking ball, and he rings him up. First strikeout for Jordan Montgomery. And he just dotted that curveball.
That's such a tough pitch on a left-handed hitter from a left-handed pitcher. The curveball that starts off the plate and comes onto the plate on the inside corner.
Called strike 3. Rung him up on that sinker. Back-to-back called strikeouts for Jordan Montgomery. And he strands that leadoff double.
Gibson doing, Brad, what he's done. Settles into the game after the first inning and goes on a nice roll. Hope that continues.
Hit on the ground. Nice play by Goldie going to his left. He just stretched out and was able to grab that ball off the ground before it went into right field. He took it himself. And 2 quick outs here for Kyle Gibson. Good start to the inning.
On the ground to second, and Gibson another ground out. Rolls through inning number 3.
Bottom of the third inning, Diamondbacks with a 1-0 lead. Nolan Gorman leads off for St. Louis. Strike 3 call. That is right on the edge, and Gorman throws his hand up in disgust. He won't like what the iPad has to say about that.
And on the edge is right. A couple called strikeouts now, 3 in a row, in fact. And he is painting that ball on the corner.
Donovan winds it toward Pavin Smith, and Pavin's there. 6 in a row set down by Jordan Montgomery.
1 out, 1 on for Jake McCarthy. He had a well-struck base hit his first time up.
It's caught on and missed. Change up, and it was a beauty. That thing exploded away from McCarthy. And Kyle has his second strikeout. Runners second and third now with 2 outs. That takes away the force, and now a single could score a couple of runs. So a full count. Can Gibson come all the way back? He got it. He does come all the way back. 2 strikeouts in the 4th inning. Arizona strands 2 more.
Tucker Barnhart leads off the 5th against Kyle Gibson. 1-0 Diamondbacks. A Christian Walker sacrifice fly. Barnhart dunks it into right field. Tucker's aboard as we start the 5th inning.
Oh, he just ripped that.
Diamondbacks Candy have had leadoff singles by the first man in 4 of the 5 innings here. That's off the edge. Second walk issued by Gibson. First 2 aboard in the 5th.
Swing and a miss. Alexander can't advance the base runners. Big strikeout, number 4 for Gibson. 1 away. Strike 3, and Peterson knew that. So he's changed his pattern, and that's paid off with back-to-back strikeouts. Broken bat roller towards short. And Wynn settles and fires, and Gibson more terrific work. 2 on, nobody out. 2 strikeouts and a ground up sends us to the home 5th.
It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th for Montgomery. So just like that, we're on to the 6th. Still, Diamondbacks 1, and the Cardinals nothing.
It's 2 quick outs here to start the 6th. He's done a very nice job all day long here, Kyle Gibson, giving up just 1 run.
Swing and a miss. Gibson, magnificent through 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. Let's get this guy a run or 2. 2-hit game for Donovan. He's aboard representing the tying run. So here come the big boys against Montgomery for their 3rd look. Ripped into right center. That's down for a hit. Run, Donnie, run. Carroll cuts it off shy of the track. Contreras to second. Nobody's home there. And they're at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. So Arenado, the key man in the inning. The Diamondbacks will bring their infield in with 1 out, protecting a 1-run lead. Cardinals had a leadoff double in the 2nd, couldn't cash that in. They'll cash it in here. Base hit ties the game. And Contreras will be stopped at 3rd. The Cards jump all over Montgomery early in the count with the last 2 hitters. 3 straight knocks, and we're tied at 1.
Love the approach here of being aggressive early against the guy that you know throws a lot of strikes. Nolan Arenado, one of the better low ball hitters in the game, stays down on it and drives 1 in.
So the first real bit of trouble for Montgomery here, who's got him 1st and 3rd in a tie game now. Frankly, Arizona's let the Cardinals hang around in this game. Let's see if St. Louis can wrest the lead here. That one gets away. That's going to score Contreras. All help appreciated. It's 2-1.
This time it's the changeup. He spikes it, and Barnhart can't square up to it.
So we enjoy our first lead, a 2-run 6th.
Cardinals pieced together 3 consecutive 1-out hits in the 6th inning to take a 2-1 lead as we start the bottom of the 7th, and Wynn's aboard with 1 out.
Man aboard. Here is Gorman.
Wynn got a huge jump. Line into left center field. That's down for a hit. Mason on his way to 3rd. They're going to wave him. Here he comes. Here comes the relay throw. It won't be made. They put him in motion. Gorman puts it in play, and the Cardinals extend the lead.
That's just some good old-fashioned baseball right there. You put Wynn in motion. McCarthy chases it, but with that jump of Wynn, he scores easily on this play.
So it's a 2-run Cardinal lead in the 7th. So a 2-hit game for Goldie today. More signs that he's coming out of it. And there's ball 4. That loads him up with 1 out. Little contact's all we need here in the air. Infield comes in with them loaded. And 1 out for Nootbaar. Barr is 0 for 3 today, and there's some contact driven deep right. Richard plays it over his head. It's off the base of the wall. 2 will score. There at 2nd and 3rd. And the Cardinals have busted it open. It's 5-1. Nootbaar has RBIs 6 and 7. And slowly but surely, you're seeing some of that pressure easing in the Cardinals dugout.
And it's Helsley on to try to send the Cardinals to New York in a winning way. The Cardinals are up 5-1, out hitting the D-backs 8-6. We are going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Ketel Marte batting for Newman.
5-1 Cardinals lead, 1 out in the 9th inning.
On the ground, runner at first had to hesitate for a moment, and a double play is going to end this game. The Cardinals finally win a series finale. They win the series, and they grind out an impressive 5-1 victory over the Diamondbacks.